beautiful people, and a happy new year to you. Welcome to 2026. The Nollywood Show wishes you everything that you wish yourself. I'm super excited to be back here with you. We launched the first episode in December of 2025, and we're still kicking it strong and hard with the Nollywood Show this 2026. And please stay with us. We have so many things in store for you. If Nollywood was a person in 2025, it would be that friend that surprised you, impressed you, disappointed you, but still needed your support at the end of the year. 2025 was not a quiet year for Nollywood with so many things. It was loud, it was ambitious, it was chaotic, and in so many ways necessary. So many things happened in 2025, from cinema blockbusters to festival runs, from viral YouTube films to deep conversations about the industry. Nollywood saw growth in 2025, as well as cracks, yes. And today on the Nollywood Show, we're throwing it all the way back to things and significant activities that happened for Nollywood in 2025. The wins, the wahala, and everything in between. And of course, offering solutions to what Nollywood can do and how it can be better. My name is Chinalurumogu Eze, and I'm your host on today's episode of the Nollywood Show. We'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, I'll introduce to you our guest. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Nollywood Show. My name is Chinalurumogu Eze. Today we're going to have conversation about 2025 in review for Nollywood. What was it like for the industry? And I'm not the only one here to have this conversation. Here with me is a film enthusiast and on-air personality, no other person than Ebere Eze. Hello, Ebere.
Hi,
Good evening.
Good evening.
I don't know why your name is Eze and I'm Eze. Is there something you know that I don't know?
You're dark and I'm dark. Isn't that amazing?
Okay, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Nollywood Show.
Thank you so much.
You are one of the lucky, I don't want to say individuals, but you are the first guest for 2026 on the Nollywood Show.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. So let's get into it straight up, right?
Okay.
2025 was such an interesting year for the industry. A lot of things happened, so many movies, blockbusters here and there. And most importantly, the first Nigerian film to ever premiere at the Cannes International Film Festival in Paris was My Father's Daughter by Akinola Davis Jr. This was a milestone. It's never been done. This and many more other things happened for Nollywood in 2025. But let's start from way back, right? For 2025, which movie would you say, which feature-length film would you say was the best you ever saw? Yeah.
For 2025, I would say Broken Hallelujah.
Okay.
It's a faith-based movie by Bimbo Ademoye.
Oh, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay.
But it passed a lot of message, a whole lot of message. And if you did see the movie, I hope you'd agree that Bimbo is doing a great job. Her storylines are amazing. They're like fantastic. And she doesn't just produce movies for the sake of producing movies. She does movies that are like, you know, even in years to come, you could go back to them and pick up one or two things from the movie.
I see.
So yeah.
So you like YouTube films more?
Not that I like them more, but I believe that a lot of people are doing an amazing job on YouTube.
Okay.
And they deserve a lot of recognition, if you ask me.
Okay,
Yes.
so away from YouTube, because
Okay.
I don't watch a lot of YouTube films.
Yeah.
So away from YouTube, what about cinema? Did you see any movie in the cinema that you loved?
Baby
on
Farm.
Netflix? The Baby Farm was in the
Yeah.
cinema.
It
was on Netflix,
not
yes.
on cinema.
So, okay, let's talk Netflix. Which one was your best movie on Netflix in 2025?
I would go with To Kill a Monkey.
Okay, To Kill a Monkey is a series. So
Yeah.
let's do feature-length films. 60 minutes to 3 hours or 2 hours. So which one would you say was your best?
Baby Farm.
I think it's a series too.
Is Baby Farm a series
I
as
think
well?
it's a series, not episode 1, episode 2.
But then put it together, it's not more than 2 hours. It's not more than
Really?
3 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Anyways, I was expecting you to say The Herd.
The Herd!
Yes, The Herd was such a good film.
It was
Oh
a
my
good film, and I'm not going to lie, The Herd was an amazing film. Daniel Atim and the wife, they did a great job, right? I guess I just have a connection with the Baby Farm and the rest. But yeah, The Herd, I'm not even going to take anything away from them. Daniel Atim and Toyosi, they did a great job. And watching that movie, you could reconnect it or connect it to everything happening in Nigeria, insecurity, the daily experiences of a normal Nigerian, and then talk about people in the north. These are like something they go through on a daily basis that we don't even get to talk about.
And the funny thing was that the film got a lot of backlash on Twitter, on TikTok. People saying you don't have to categorize Northerners as being kidnappers. I'm sorry, who are we going to categorize as kidnappers? No offense. Who will you categorize as kidnappers if it's not the North? And I'm not missing words when I say this. They should really stop that. Let us call a spade a spade.
You know, the problem with the Northerners is they know the truth, but they don't want to accept the truth.
Even they depicted Yorubas in the film as scouts.
Of course.
It's okay. And the Igbo people as people that I think they're going to take your money or something like that.
That's talking about Daniel's parents.
Something like, along those lines. Let's not fight it. It may be a stereotype, but some of these stereotypes, we see it every day and it's a thing.
It's not a stereotype if you ask me. It's just a reality of life.
Thank you. This is what we're talking about.
It's not a stereotype. That is the Northerners.
I love what Daniel Etim Effiong did with The Head. But for me, my best Nollywood film in 2025 would be The Serpent's Gift. Oh my God. It's a cinema production. The Serpent's Gift. It was directed by Kayode Kasum. And
that should be amazing.
Kayode is doing so much directing Igbo films. The Serpent's Gift was an Igbo film. 70% of the conversations were done in Igbo language. And you see how it was a story about a wife, a girl, a young lady gets married to this rich man. The man dies and his siblings try to come for his wealth. It went back to when women were expected to drink the water of their dead husband's corpse. It went back to when, the maltreatment that comes with being a widow. But Linda Ejefa, who played the lady, she was ready for them. She was so ready. I could feel it so much when I watched that film. Like, this is what we're talking about. And I had the producer of the film, I had her on Unpack, my other show, as a guest to talk about what inspired the film. She said she was just sitting on her own and the inspiration came out. And she just called a writer. I need you to write a film that works like this. And voila! The film came to life, The Serpent's Gift. This is me giving a big shout out to the team that brought The Serpent's Gift to fruition. I absolutely loved that movie. I loved it so much. There were other Nollywood films that the Nollywood Show reviewed and think they are the top 5 best movies for 2025. But that's going to be the last thing we do on the show, right? It's going to be the last thing we do on the show. But before we go into the next segment, I need you to tell me, if you were to describe 2025 in one word, what would you describe Nollywood in 2025? What would you describe Nollywood in 2025 in one word?
Growth.
Growth.
Yeah.
So you saw growth in all ramifications.
I saw growth in all ramifications of Nollywood. That's not to say there was no, cracks like she said earlier, but I saw genuine growth, like intentional growth in Nollywood 2025. The directors, producers, they all brought in their A game. So yeah, that's what I saw in 2025.
I must also add that there was growth and I saw significant changes with our YouTube films. This is me throwing a big shout out to the YouTube film of 2025, Love in Every Word by Omoni Oboli. That was really good. I don't watch YouTube films a lot for many reasons, but I actually loved that one. Watched part 1, watched part 2. It sparked conversations and honestly made me think of love like that. If the man is not doing like Odogu, leave me alone. Can
I say something about that movie? I think that movie also, it's kind of misleading in a way.
That's the point. I had the guest, the first episode of the Nollywood Show, the director of the film was here to tell us love sells. And that movie caused breakups in many relationships.
Lots of it. I know, like a normal man, he would want to like show you off and, throw his weight into your life financially and all that. But a lot of people also misunderstood the message. Odogo was rich, we get it, like he's more than comfortable. But that doesn't mean if you have someone who is not as rich as Odogo, you should like toss him out or whatever.
That's where everybody's missing out on the message of the film. So I think the core message is intentionality. Many Nigerian men are missing out. They are not intentional about whoever they are in a relationship with. So that goes over to you, our viewers out there. Are you intentional with your woman? And as a woman, are you intentional about your man? These are questions you need to answer and let us know if you will break up with your man or stay with him. It's 2026. don't carry that traumatic or toxic relationship with you. We'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll go into the next segment of the Nollywood Show. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Nollywood Show. My name is Chinalurumogu Eze, your host today. And we're talking about film. And if you have been following the Nollywood Show, you know that this is the time where we play games.
Games.
Okay, so for you, I know you have no idea, but you're going to be answering movie trivia questions from Love in Every Word. Since it's the most popular, the movie that broke the internet in 2025, the most viral YouTube film of all time, amassing 30 million views on YouTube, it makes sense that you, Ebere Eze, OAP, film enthusiast, answer questions on the film. Are you ready to go?
I am.
You have answers, so I'll give you options,
okay,
and you can choose one from them.
All right.
Okay, let's go. Ready?
Ready.
Playing the movie trivia game with Ebere Eze from the movie Love in Every Word. Dun, dun, dun. First question says, who directed Love in Every Word Part 1? Who directed Love in Every Word Part 1? A. Stanley Obi. B. Omoni Oboli. C. Kayode Kasum. D. Biodun Steven.
I'll go with the first name.
What is the first name?
Stanley Obi.
Are you sure that's your final answer?
Yeah, that's my
there
final
are other names
answer.
here that...
I'll stick with that.
Why are you sticking with that?
Because I believe that's
whatever
the director.
Correct. It's correct. That's correct. Stanley Obi directed Love in Every Word Part 1. Question number 2. So you've gotten one correctly. Question number 2 says, who played Ify, Chioma's best friend? A. Osas Igodaro. B. Ogene Tejiri Ijoro. C. Osas Ekanem. D. Osereme Inebwenebo.
Ogene Tejiri.
Is that your final answer? That's
yes.
That
lady, Ify, the very beautiful.
I know say she dark, but that's not the question.
Oh my God,
so
Ogene Tejiri.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, that's my final answer.
You can still change your answer now.
I am sticking with Ogene Tejiri.
They give us, they are showing confidence. It's all right. Are you sure?
I am very sure.
You have the final opportunity to change your answer.
I'm sticking with Ogene Tejiri.
That is incorrect. The person that played Ify is D. Osereme Inebwenebo. That's the person that played
name is
Ify.
long.
I know, right? Moving on. Question 3. Complete the sentence. If you fail this one, if you fail this one, I will jack you out of this show.
Okay.
Complete the sentence. Achalugo, I'm going to marry you.
A dog player.
I like her already. I love you already.
I love it too.
Because that was the catchphrase for 2025.
I mean, everybody. And I will do the whole hand thing.
Look, I'm going to marry you. You're going to be my wife. I love it. Yes, that's a good one. Well done.
Thank you.
You've gotten 2 correct. Okay. Question number 4. 4 says, what were the names of the perfume collection Chioma launched in Part 2?
Okay.
What were the names of the perfume collection Chioma launched in Part 2? A says Akbambo and Odogu. B says Akwara and Odogu. C says Aponau and Obim. D says Achalugo and Odogu.
Achalugo and Odogu.
It's so obvious.
Like,
because he was Achalugo throughout the film and he was Odogu. Oh, why are you getting all these things?
But that's an easy catch.
Yeah, it was. We'll see how you do about number 5.
Okay.
That's where I'll catch you. I will catch you in number 5.
I will shock you.
Okay. Is that a threat?
It's a promise.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's see who's going to go down with this number 5 question. Let's go. Who played Chioma's mother in the film? Gang. Let's see what you've got. Who played Chioma's mother in the film? A. Florence Madweke. B. Thelma Chukwuem. C. Gladys Akonuche. D. Antonia Wilfred. I repeat the options. I'll repeat the options. Relax. Let me repeat the options for her. She just threaten. You threatened my life. So we'll see
I
about
wasn't
that.
expecting that.
Who played Chima's mother in the film? A. Florence Madueke. B. Thelma Chukwuem. C. Gladys Akonuche. D. Antonia Wilfred.
I know that woman, but
Of course you know her.
Florence.
Now, okay?
Exactly.
I know.
You get the gist. Florence Chukwuem.
Florence Chukwuem. Florence Madueke.
Sorry, Florence Madueke.
Madueke.
Yeah,
Is that your
Florence
final
Madueke.
answer?
Yeah.
I know you threatened me that you're gonna get it, whatever. You have the opportunity to change your answer.
It's okay. Calm down.
I'm calm.
I'm taking back my threats. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Is that your final answer? A. Florence Madueke.
Yeah, Florence.
Are you sure?
Madueke. Mm-hmm.
Because name sound. Why though? Because name sounds very mama-ish.
Not that it sounds very mama-ish, but I've seen a couple of her movies, and I think I've seen that name a lot of times.
That is incorrect.
Thelma, let me go for Thelma.
You know they go anything. You have failed.
Come on, even God gives us second chances.
Ebere Eze,
come on, don't be like that. Don't be like that.
You have failed the question. That means you've lost 2 points. We have a gift too for someone that wins everything. The Nollywood Show gives gifts to her guests when they win all parts of the game segment. But you've lost 2 questions now. So I'm going to take my gift home. I'm sorry. The correct answer is Thelma Chukwuem.
You see? I went
you
for
failed
it.
the first
But I
one.
did.
You failed. On the show, I'm the lawyer, I'm the judge, I'm the jury, I'm the bench, I'm the bar, everything.
You're the most high right now.
I'm the most high.
It's okay.
Yeah, so whatever I say goes.
Of course.
You failed it, moving on. I think this is the final question.
Okay.
Final question. Oh, why did I put this question here? It took me last night. I was just drafting it and all that. But this is way too easy. But let's see. What was Odogu's name in the film? Do you need options?
Obiora.
Get out of here!
Now I can be proud in peace. Now I can be proud in peace.
That's correct.
His name was
That's
Obiora.
Correct. That's correct. I had Obi-Wane, Obina, Obiora, and Obichukwu as options.
Yes, I didn't even wait for your options.
Whatever.
That should count for something.
Smarty pants, huh? Sorry, that's okay. Thank you for scoring 4/6 on the movie trivia segment of the Nollywood Show. But before we go to the next segment and final segment of the show, I need to ask, what are your expectations for Nollywood this 2026? Is there anything you're hoping to see more in the industry?
Yeah, I'm hoping to see more relatable stories. Right, Nollywood, they are doing amazing, but I also think they should do more relatable stories that are, people can watch and truly connect with, especially when it comes to love. They should, project the normal love, Nigerian love life.
Are they not projecting the normal? Those YouTube films has a lot of love stories, and
they have a lot of love stories, but most of what is there is not what actually is going on, and everyday Nigerian love life.
So you want a love story that is relatable?
Yes, I want a love story.
Do you have a storyline in mind? Do you maybe have?
I could have one. I could have one.
Okay, cool. So maybe when you think about it, not exactly here.
Yeah, but I just need them to give us love stories that are more relatable.
But do you know what I'm looking for Nollywood?
What's that?
So sometime this year, I saw a short film.
Okay.
It's a Zikoko anthology. I don't know if you know Zikoko. They did 3 short films. It's an anthology.
Okay.
So one of them, I have forgotten the name of that one that I watched, but it was Michelle Dede and Ogaranya. I've forgotten the guy's name. Okay. So Michelle Dede was older and Ogaranya was younger. And Ogaranya was in love with Michelle. So you see that age disparity kind of love? I want it so bad. I want more of that. And I saw another advertisement on that on Ebony Live TV. Okay. It was Tinamba and a younger guy. The younger guy
I've seen that.
I'm like, okay.
I've seen that.
But I don't know why I cringed. I'm like, But I'll watch it eventually.
But that's the reaction of most Nigerians.
I want that. And also older people in love. Christmas in Lagos by Jade Oshibere.
Yeah.
You saw that R&D and Shola, not Shola Shobowale.
Shafi Bello.
Yeah. Their loves. I'm like, this is what I want. She was older people in love.
They were loud and everything.
Older people in love. The flowers they receive, how they giggle when they receive the text message from the love of their lives. Enough of these young people in love. I'm tired. They are giving me a headache. Honestly,
it's looking toxic.
Let us see. let's see older people in love.
But why do you want to see old people in love, though?
I think it's really romantic. I think it's really cute and sweet.
Yeah,
and
it
all
is.
that. Yeah,
I agree with
so
you.
that's it. That's what I want. And I speak for the Nollywood Show when I say this. Do more of this. And just like my guest says, more relatable stories. I know there's a tendency to try to export stories from out there and put it here to live the reality of Nigerians. Let's not have that in 2026. Let's do more of our stories, core Nigerian stories. It makes sense that we own them and do them out there. Thank you very much. We want a quick break and we'll wrap up the show in a bit. Thank you. Welcome back to the Nollywood Show. My name is Chinalurumogu Eze. Thank you so much for staying with us up until now. In a few minutes, you will be listening to the best Nollywood movies of 2025 as curated by yours truly. And when I say this, I'm speaking for the entire team, producer, manager of the Nollywood Show. This is what we agreed on. Yes, these are the best Nollywood movies of 2025. In no particular order, we have My Father's Shadow. Yes, My Father's Shadow, as directed by Akinola Davis Jr. is a movie set in 1993, June 1993, during the period where Abiola won the presidential election in Nigeria, but Babangida had to cancel it and reinstate himself as the head of state and president of Nigeria. So this is a father who had two sons, but he was always away from home. But the story was told mostly from the son's perspective, how they see their dad, if their dad loves the mom. So that experience, the setting, everything about the film was so good. And this was the first Nigerian movie to premiere, Nigerian British movie to premiere at the Cannes International Film Festival this year. It was just so good, right? Coming at number 2, but like I said, in no particular order. I'm not doing top or whatever, but these are just the films we love. Number 2, we have The Serpent's Gifts, like I talked about. As directed by Kayode Kasum, is a film about a lady, about the typical Nigerian Igbo family. Maybe back then, maybe it's no longer a thing now, but I felt connected to it because this is something we grew up knowing, where widows are subjected to really inhumane activities because their husbands are no more. So the movie mirrors in on that and made you really feel very connected to it and all that. It premiered in the cinemas in August and it was a really good 2025 film. Coming at number 3 is My Mother is a Witch. Yes! My Mother is a Witch is directed by Niyi Akimolayan. It also premiered in the cinemas. It had Efe Irele and Mercy Aigbe as star actors in the film. It was such a good, I love the film so much. So it was about a relationship between a mother and the daughter. You know, adolescent girls always have problems with their moms. I don't know about you, if you grew up and you had such a sweet relationship with your mother, congratulations. But some people did not. So you may feel connected with the film when you watch it and it takes you back to your teenage self, always arguing with your mother. So in this time around, this girl has a really bad stuff with her mom that her mom had to. So she got a call that her mom is dead. She was abroad, so she had to come back to Nigeria only to see that her mom is alive. The mom she ran away from. So it was crazy. The relation, I don't want to give off all details, but you need to watch it. But it's no longer in the cinema, so I don't know when you're going to watch it. Maybe it will come out in the cinema, in Netflix or on Prime Video, but whichever way, My Mother is a Witch is one of our top movies for 2025. Coming at number 4 is The Herd. The Herd by Daniel Etim Effiong. It was such a good film. It showcased Nigeria's insecurity. I'm not sure there's any filmmaker that has been able to show us this, like capture the core of what really happens with these kidnappings that happen all over Nigeria. This film was able to show us exactly what happens with this film, and it raised conversations. It raised conversations on Twitter, on TikTok, everywhere, and people were even calling for the banning of the film because it showed them as kidnappers. But like I said when we discussed The Herd, let us call a spade a spade. There is only one tribe that we know kidnaps people in Nigeria, and I will say nothing more than that. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. All right. So The Herd made it to one of our top movies for 2025. It was such a good movie. And kudos to Daniel Etim Effiong. It was his debut film. This was his debut film as a director. That was so good. Congratulations from all of us at Afia TV and at the Nollywood Show. The 5th top film for 2025 is The Fire and the Moth. Yes, that's the title. The Fire and the Moth, as directed by Taiwo Egunjobi. So this film was set in an environment where it was more like someone was just supposed to deliver a package, a bronze metal. There's a name for it in the Yoruba mythology or Yoruba tradition. There's a name for it. It was just supposed to deliver a parcel to someone, but in the process, secrets are unleashed, things happen, and it just starts going up and on and on. And but I love the storytelling. Taiwo Egunjobi has really great eye for great shots, told the story so well, and I absolutely love how it happened. We love how it happened. These are the top 5 movies that we think were the best Nollywood movies of 2025. But it makes sense for an honorable mention. An honorable mention will be given to Freedom Way. Oh my God. Freedom Way was so good. I mean, if you have ever lived in Nigeria, you would understand what Nigerians go through. So when you see that experience, the trauma, the police brutality, the everything, when you see it on TV, you'll be like, yes, this is exactly what I go through as a Nigerian. Someone outside the country may watch that film and be like, are they really suffering like this in Nigeria? They may not take it seriously, but it is. It was about 2 tech bros. They got clearance to launch a bike riding app in Lagos, Nigeria. But something happened and the government banned bikes in Nigeria. So imagine that situation happening, the tumultuous activities that led those 2 young boys and how everything happened at the end of the day. Freedom Way won 2025 Africa Magic Viewers Academy. Wait, AMVCA's Africa Magic Viewers Choice Awards. Now, so Freedom Way won 2025 AMVCA, that's better, AMVCA Best Movie. So you can imagine, it was such a good film. Shout out to the director. The director is Olalekan Afolabi and written by Blessing Uzi. I absolutely love these films. I love everything that happened. So when I say Nollywood saw growth in 2025, it really did see growth in 2025. And from my guest who has seen only the head in this film. So which of them, from the descriptions I gave, which of them do you think you would go back to actually check out?
I would go back to The Separate Gift.
Okay.
And then Freedom Ways. Yeah.
What about My Mother is a Witch?
My Brother is a Witch is so relatable. I saw the thriller.
Yeah.
And really, she's an amazing actress.
She is.
Missy Ayiwe, I mean, she always gives in her A game. So yeah, I think I'm a lot more like I understand that part of the movie. It's like a normal life we all lived with our mothers, but Freedom Ways and A Separate Wage, A Separate Gift. Yeah. Sorry, I witnessed an experience early December with a widow and her, her husband's family, and yeah, I'd like to watch that movie because everything you've said about the movie and then the clips I've seen, it just kind of reminded me of her experience. She's currently still going through that. So you see that that experience is not over. It's not even over. It's not like it happened years ago. It's still happening. A lot of young women, young widows are still going through that.
Yeah. The beautiful thing is that unlike Linda Ejiofor played the widow in the film, but they did not suffer her. They did not bond them well to suffer her. She was ready for them. Like she was so ready. And many widows don't have that strength.
So many of them.
A lot of them don't have that strength. So maybe you can draw strength from the film when you go check it out. You can draw strength from it. It doesn't have to be maybe you're a widow before you can relate to it. It also affects everything we experience as individuals. Something you're battling, people trying to demean you. Maybe you need strength from that film to rise above the challenge and show them who you are. That's it on today's episode of the Nollywood Show. I had so much fun. I hope you did too. Thank you so much for staying with us. My name is Chinalurumogu Eze, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.